What is going on, guys? In today's video, you guys are going to be learning Bloom, which you just saw. If you want to get the cards I'm using, which are the Nebula playing cards, you guys can check the link in the description and use code CTM to get 10% off at rareplayingcards.com. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. The only prerequisite for this move is Pharaoh Shuffle, which, if you do not know, looks like this. So you're just pharaohing the deck together. I will not be teaching it in this video, but if you want to learn it, you can click right here, or you can check the link down below. I've already taught this on my channel. But if you already know that, then you're good. Now, there are some other moves that are like combo pieces that I personally like to do, which I will also leave down below, but you don't have to do them. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the Bloom tutorial. You already know how to Pharaoh Shuffle, so I'm not going to show you how to do that. But all I'm saying is you're going to want to Pharaoh Shuffle the top packet, or you're going to want the packet on top to be overlapping the bottom packet. So what that looks like is once you Pharaoh it, this packet should be overlapping the bottom packet, okay? So the card should be over the end. You can move some cards around. Let's say you do it like this. You can like push a card up or move a card down, whatever you need to do to get it overlapping, okay? That's not required, but that is easiest. Now, once you get it Pharaoh shuffled, you're going to take your hand and you're going to hold it like this with your pinky on bottom, with your thumb on the side, and with your two fingers here and your index curled. Then you're going to push down with your right hand, or if you're left-handed, opposite. Push down to about here, to about a finger's length, okay? To about there, okay? Now you're going to take your right hand and you're going to come over and you're going to grip it, not totally like overlapping the packet that's there. So not like that. You're going to be a little bit more on the edge, so like halfway on, halfway off. And then you're going to grip it with your index curled and your finger, and with your middle finger and your thumb. And then you're going to keep this finger on, but you're going to grip it the same exact way with your left hand, with thumb and middle finger and your index curled. So kind of like this, okay? Now you're going to turn your right hand, or you're going to move your right hand and your left hand up. So you're going to kind of pull these packets apart until your thumb and your middle are touching, and you're just kind of like this, okay? These are no longer touching the packets. Your indexes are no longer touching the packets. And now you're going to open it like that. So the way you're opening it is you're doing this. So your hands are rotating like this. So that's kind of how you're trying to get it open. One thing I will say is, like, to know, you're probably like, well, where do I get it open from? Like, how do I know how far to move it? I'm about to show you again, perfect Pharaoh. You do have to have a pretty good Pharaoh for this move. So if you don't have a very good Pharaoh, to go practice that some more. So you're here. Once you get about middle-ish, or like more towards the edge, you're just going to pull them apart. And they already kind of want to go. And you're going to open them as much as possible. You're going to push apart until you can't push apart. And you'll know when you get there. Sometimes you'll drop cards. With this move, it just really takes some time to get down, okay? So we're going to run through that whole thing again. So really fast. Pick up the packet. Pharaoh shuffle. Make sure that top packet overlaps the bottom packet. Just move a card if it's wrong. Push down until you got about finger's width right there. Come over with your right hand. Pinch. Pinch. Move apart to there. Then push both hands out till you get the full extension. Now, once you're here, there are a lot of things you can do. Number one is you can just move your hands apart like this and do this display like this or like this, and then you can just like put them together like that in your right hand, okay? So if you want to get a wider bloom, let's say your bloom's really small, I would grip this more on the edge, so less overlapping. So like this, for example, see how my finger's there versus this. So if you want to get it open bigger, so watch, I'll show you. Like, I'm going to grip it with this totally overlapping, and this is how big it's going to be. That I can't get it any bigger. But if I do the same exact thing again, except this time, I'm going to push it in more too, and I'm also going to grip way more on the edges, as you see. It's a little bit harder to pull apart, but it's going to open really far. You see how far that is? That's a lot further than before. Now for the closing, you can do what I just said, or you can pull them apart like this. You can try to put them back together, but that's pretty hard, and they won't be as good. And you can take your right hand, and you're going to turn it over like this, and you're going to meet them in the middle like this, and you're going to roll them into your left hand like that. Now, one thing I was saying about like combo moves is my favorite thing to do is like this. I like to Pharaoh shuffle, and this time make the bottom packet eat the top packet or overlap, and then I'll do the giant fan, which is linked in the description if you want to learn this. Then I'll close it, then I'll push them together, then I'll go into bloom, get the bloom. Once I get bloom, I will curl my indexes and I'll push these packets together. So I'm just pushing the outside packet, pushing together, turning, and then I'll go into a cascade. which looks like that. And I also taught that on my channel before, so you can learn that down below. So that's some of the combo moves I like to do with this move. Now, if you just want to close it like normally kind of thing, you can always just open it and then just push it together. But that's kind of like awkward and like you don't know what to do from here. So you can just like cascade it is what I like to do as well. So there's a couple options for that. Now I'm just going to run over the entire thing again. So cut. I'm just going to do it without the combo piece, just the actual move. Top packet overlaps the bottom packet. Well, I just kind of did it, so I guess I'll do it anyway. Like that. Giant fan. You don't have to do that. That's just optional. That's just the way I like to do it. Push in to about fingers width, or you can do less. But remember, if the deck is like older, then you might want to do more because it's harder to pull apart. For example, like if I push in like this, then it's going to be hard to pull apart because I can't get the card singly. So you're going to want to have it out a little bit more than that. So kind of like let me just flip this. So you're going to want to have it out like a little bit more. So the lowest I would go is like there, because this is kind of an older deck because I've used it a lot. Here, pull apart there, fingers touching. Then you're going to pull both your hands apart as far as you can go. Kind of shimmy the packets a little bit. Then you can move it side to side, get the display. It looks like it's changing colors. What? Then you can do whatever way you want to close it. Just mess around with it. I just like to push them together, rotate them, put them in my right hand, and cascade. Remember, if you want to learn how to do this, I've taught this on my channel before. Now, I think that's all I can say for the move and how to do it. This move was created by Zach Mueller, so all credit goes to him for this move. Now, if you guys want to get the cards I use, you can use code CTM to get 10% off. Link in the description down below. If you guys would like to watch another cool video, you guys can click right here. If you guys would like to subscribe, you guys can click right here. And I hope to see you guys in a later video. And yeah, let me know if you guys learned this or if it was helpful. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.